Hi everybody, it's your girl Tofu. So today we are back with some Game of Thrones Season 2 Episode 1 and I'm really excited to see where this season is going to take us. Season 1 was like a whack job, so I am very interested to see how Season 2 is going to play out. Before we get into today's episode, I have a few things I want to talk to you guys about. First of all, I just want to tell you my favorite characters from Season 1. It's obviously Arya and Tyrion. They are my absolute favorite. I have so many questions to see where Arya is going to be this season because now she's disguised as a boy and I'm wondering, like, how long is something like that going to last? Like, she's just gonna be a boy for the rest of the show. If it's gonna be like a seasons long thing or if it's gonna like get resolved within 2 episodes, I have a lot of questions about that. With Tyrion, he's the hand of the king now to Jeff. He's the hand of the king to Jeff. I'm interested to see the dynamics between him, Cersei, and Jeff because Tywin told Tyrion that he has to like reel them in a little bit, calm them down. I think he was like, even if you have to bring the mother to heel or whatever, in reference to Cersei. So I'm really interested to see the dynamics between those 3 play out because I recently rewatched episode 1 of season 1 to try to refresh my memory of episodes that had happened so long ago. And there was okay, there's this lovely scene where Tyrion just slaps Jeff repeatedly. He's like, I'm telling mother, slap. And then it was just the best thing ever. I'm hoping that I see more of those dynamics this upcoming season that we're starting today, just between Cersei, Tyrion, and Jeff. I just think I'm gonna have a field day with that. And obviously I'm just gonna have a blast whenever Littlefinger and Varys come onto the screen. That will be great. I'm wondering if we will go anywhere with the whole Master Pyrex faking that he's like crippled or a hunchback, like, or just an old guy. I'm wondering if that's gonna go anywhere. I don't have a whole lot that I'm wondering about Jon. I'm just like gonna see how that unfolds, but I'm not like eagerly anticipating anything with Jon, I guess. I don't know. I've always found the whole Wall and Jon storyline slightly less interesting than, you know, his brother Robb and his sister Sansa. Like, I think those storylines tend to be a little bit more interesting to me right now, but maybe that will change. I used to think that Khal Drogo and Khaleesi's storyline was boring, and then that got real interesting real quickly. So that could happen with the whole Jon and the Wall thing. But I mean, I guess they're gonna go off and try to find his uncle. But I'm still not like that, like eagerly anticipating that storyline as much as I'm anticipating other things right now. Mostly what's happening in King's Landing or Winterfell. Those are the storylines that I'm most invested in emotionally. Thanks a lot, Ned. But those are just kind of some of my thoughts, what I'm excited to look at in this season. But yeah, my favorite characters, Arya and Tyrion. My least favorite character, Jeff. Does that come as a surprise to anyone? Ooh, I have talked long enough. But unfortunately, you're gonna have to hear me talk a little bit more because a little birdie told me, nay, a little raven, reminded me to thank our subscriber and patron Sending Ravens for sending me this cup. Tankard? But anyway, it's a Game of Thrones, oh, it's not even in frame, lol. It's a Game of Thrones tankard mug thingy, and there's like little sayings on here, but there's a Lannister lion right there. I think this is for Daenerys because there's a dragon, I don't know, and then there's a stag, which I think is Baratheon, right? And then there's other things which I don't quite know yet, but I'm excited to find out a little bit more. It just looks so cool. It has really cool weight to it, and it was just sent with the most thoughtful note. But I just wanted to show you guys real quickly, like, Sending Ravens took the time to like burn around the edges a little bit, and the paper is kind of like cloth, not cloth necessarily, but like it kind of reminds me of hemp paper. I just really appreciated the thought and effort that was put into not just the gift but the little note that came with it. Like, it was wrapped in like a little leather string. It just really like had a whole Game of Thrones vibe to it. So the presentation was lovely and I love the gift. It's now gonna be where my pens are going because I think it's absolutely too lovely to use for drinking and everyday use. So it's a great place for me to put my pens on my desk, and that's its use. So Sending Ravens, thank you so much for the thoughtful gift. I really appreciate it, and thank you for being a patron of the channel. It means a lot. All right, now I've officially talked for way too long. Why am I like this? I don't know. Also, I didn't bring water or a snack, so let's try not to talk too much during this episode because I'm already hungry and thirsty, god damn it. All right, let's get into the episode. Oh, the music. Oh, I've missed this music so much. credits anymore. Just go straight to Peter Dinklage. I'm recovered, I'm fine. It's just different. I just need to get used to it, but it doesn't make me any less sad, you know? I'm a little salty about it. Oh my. Thrust right into the action. Oh my god!
Well struck, dog.
Bravo, doggy. Good doggy. Oh, blood. That's a lot of blood. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. Something that really, really bothers me is nowadays I don't think we think about it as often. But like, imagine being born, being raised by parents, and then having a childhood, and then making it to adulthood when famine and disease and all of those things could have prevented you growing up, especially in these times, these older times, only to have your life purpose be to die for entertainment. Like, doesn't that bother you a little bit? And I think that's just like a testament to obviously how stupid Jeff is. I don't know if his father did these types of games or entertainment. I know he did like the horsey tournaments. Jousting, that is what it is called. It bothers me so much. I know that's just the time period, but like the more you think about it, the more it disturbs you. Like, I guarantee it. Like, think about it more right now and then like cry yourself to sleep. What? You're gonna fight? He's gonna fight?
Are you drunk?
No, Your Grace. 2 cups of wine.
2 cups? That's not much at all. Have another cup to celebrate my name day.
Is it his birthday? Is it Jeff's birthday?
Simone, help Sir Donto celebrate my name day.
Oh no. Oh, I don't like the way he said
fill.
that. Oh no. Oh no.
You can't.
Oh, he can. He's in the background just
I only
being
meant
forced drunk
It would be
the
bad luck to
wine.
kill him.
Take him away. I'll have him killed tomorrow, the fool.
He is a fool. You're so clever to see it. He'll make a much better fool than a knight. He doesn't deserve the mercy of a quick death.
From this day, you'll be my new fool.
Thank you, Your Grace. And you, my lady, thank you.
Oh, I know Sansa won that, like, little conversation, but I hope this doesn't reinforce an idea in Sansa's brain that she can manipulate Jeff. Jeff is too cruel to be wholeheartedly manipulated like that, you know? Like, he's also so, what's it called? Bratty? No, he's so not bratty. It's petulant. Petulant? I think petulant is the right word. He's so petulant and childish. I just don't think Jeff can be permanently manipulated like that. I think Cersei's made that mistake into thinking she can do that with Jeff, but she can't control him. And I don't want Sansa to think after this that she can control him. I don't think he can be controlled. I don't think even Tyrion could get him under wraps, but maybe we'll see Tyrion later in this episode. All right, I've talked so much. Just play the stupid show, Tori. Tyrion's right here. Tyrion.
We heard you were dead.
I'm glad you're not dead.
Me too, dear. Death is so boring.
Is Tyrion's hair darker?
My lady, I'm sorry for your loss.
Her loss. Her father was a confessed traitor.
But still her father. Surely having so recently lost your own beloved father, you can sympathize.
My father was a traitor. I am loyal to my beloved Joffrey.
Sansa.
Well, enjoy your name day, Your Grace. I wish I could stay and celebrate, but there is work to be done.
Of work. Why are you here?
He's just funny. He just seems like such a child next to Tyrion, you know?
The raven arrived from the citadel this morning.
That doesn't look like a raven.
The peasants say a long summer means an even longer winter.
We'll have enough wheat for a 5-year winter. If it lasts any longer, we'll have fewer peasants.
Littlefinger! You're so slimy still. Good to see nothing's changed. I love character consistency. Oh, is she gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Yep.
What are you doing here? This is the small council.
Yes. Do you believe the hand of the king is welcome at
Oh,
all small
she's
council
gonna-
meetings?
Oh, her fucking face right there. She's like...
Lord Tyrion to serve as hand in his stead.
Out! All of you out!
She is touchy.
I would like to know how you tricked father into this.
If I were capable of tricking father, I'd be emperor of the world by now.
I've done nothing.
Quite right. You did nothing.
Oh.
When your son called for Ned Stark's head. Now the
Yeah.
entire North has risen up against us.
I tried to stop it.
Did you? You failed.
Tried.
Robb Stark is a child.
Who's won every battle he's fought?
Joffrey is king.
Joffrey is king.
You are here to advise him.
Only here to advise him. And if the king listens to what I say, the king might just get his Uncle Jamie back.
Oh, that got her attention. Ooh.
You love your children. It's your one redeeming quality. That and your cheekbones.
The shade.
Starks love their children as well. And we have 2 of them.
One.
Oh no. Tyrion's like, what?
Arya, she disappeared.
Disappeared? What?
In a puff of smoke, we had 3 Starks to trade. You chopped one's head off and let another escape. Father would be furious. Must be odd for you to be the disappointing child.
Oh, this is gonna be a good season. Oh, I am buckled in, strapped in, ready. Ooh, this is a dream. Are we a dog? Oh my god, we're a dog. We're one of the wolfies. What is that? Flare, a star, comet, something else red back then that could be flying through the sky. We're a pupperino, yeah.
Heard some of the men talking about the comet. Say it's an omen. Say it means Robb will win a great victory in the south.
I heard some other fools say it's Lannister red. Means the Lannisters will rule all 7 kingdoms before long. I heard a stable boy say it's the colour of blood. Mark the death of your father. Stars don't fall from men. Red comet means one thing, boy. Dragons.
Dragons are all dead. Been dead for centuries.
Oh, false, sir. They are indeed alive. We know exactly where 3 of them are right now. Are we gonna see like a really cool transition from this to Daenerys and what remains of the tribe? I'm pretty sure this is a transition. See, I knew it. I called it. Oh, I love the transitions in the show so much. He's so cute. I want one.
What did your brother say about them, Khaleesi? He said they ate meat. Tell you what kind of meat.
What if it's human meat?
She was Drogo's first gift to me.
Oh.
Promised to protect them. Promised them that enemies would die screaming. How do I make starvation scream?
Oh.
Trick I never learned, I'm afraid.
And you're sure there's no other way?
If we go south to the land of the Lazarene, the Landmen will kill us and take your dragon. Go west to the Dothraki Sea, will kill us and take your dragon.
No one will take my dragons.
They're too weak to fight, as are your people. You must be their strength.
As you are mine.
Are we gonna have another transition? I love how they're using the comet to transition between all of these very different people and scenes. I like that. Ah, we're in these woods again. I remember the last time we were watching in episode 1 and we were in these woods with snow. Oh, except last time we didn't have Jon Snow with us. I'm not even a little bit funny.
Are those girls?
Froster's daughters.
I haven't seen a girl in 6 months.
Keep on not seeing them if I were you.
You don't like people messing with his daughters?
I don't like people messing with his wives.
Multiple wives?
He marries his daughters.
Oh.
They give him more daughters. On and on it goes.
Ew!
Foul. It's beyond foul.
Fucking foul.
What happens to the boys?
They get killed.
Marries his daughters. What does he do with his sons?
He kills them. Are we just not gonna get an answer to that? I guess no one knows. That's so disappointing. Now I want to know what happens to the sons. I guess we'll find out.
Who's this little girl? You're prettier than half my daughter. You got a nice wet twat between your legs.
We passed through 6 villages on the way here. All 6 are abandoned. Where have all the wildlings gone?
You want to know where they've all gone? North. Join up with Mansur.
Mansur.
Your old friend.
He's no friend of mine. He broke his vows, betrayed his brothers.
Oh, aye? You want to know what Mansur's doing? Gathering an army.
What does he plan to do with his army?
And where does he plan marching this army?
When you're all the way north, there's only one direction to go. Any man lays a hand on one of my wives, loses their hand. And I see this one staring too long. I might just gouge his eyes out.
I don't like him.
Your roof, your rules.
Who am I? Lord Commander.
And who are you?
Jon Snow.
Who are you?
Your steward.
You want to lead one day? We'll learn how to follow.
Interesting. The comet again. My favorite transition, actually. No. My second favorite transition. In season 1, there was this glorious transition. I forgot what. No, I do remember. I think someone dropped a lantern and Jon was rescuing the commander from a zombie person with blue eyes. Then the lantern's flames transitioned into fire and then we saw the Dothraki. Like, that's my favorite transition of all time in the series so far, but this might be my second favorite transition. I just really like that comet island. The continuity, we have no choice but to stand.
For the night is dark and full of terrors.
Who are you? She has very red hair. It's a little too red. Is she a Stark? I don't think she's a Stark. It seems a little too red to be a Stark.
We need to stop her.
Not now.
All you men were named in the light of the Seven. Is this how you treat the gods of your fathers? Are you so eager to spit on your ancestors?
Is this a religious issue? Religious issue? Who are you?
Do you want to stop me?
I'd like to know what you're doing to begin with.
Stannis Baratheon.
Oh.
Warrior of light. Your sword awaits you.
Stannis. Older brother to Renly. How is she related to Stannis? I just want to know more about her. I literally forgot that Stannis kind of has a hand to play in the whole war for king nonsense. There was Starks and Lannisters, and I like literally forgot about the Baratheons. Go me.
That my brother Robert left no true-born heirs. The boy Joffrey being born of incest between Cersei Lannister and her brother Jaime Lannister.
I was about to be like, wait, how does he know about that? I'm like, oh wait, I'm pretty sure Ned was sending him a letter, and he's like, send this or put this in the hand of Stannis and Stannis only. I remember now.
I do this day lay claim to the Iron Throne of Westeros. That all true men declare their loyalty.
When Eddard Stark learnt the truth, he told only me. I'll not make the same mistake. Send copies of that letter to every corner of the realm, from the arbor to the wall.
The Lannisters are the true enemy, and you could make peace with your brother.
I'll not make peace with Renly while he calls himself king.
If not Renly, your grace, join forces with Robb Stark.
Yes, that would be
steal
smart.
the northern half of my kingdom.
But you would still have a kingdom. Like, right now, I'm pretty sure you don't have a kingdom at all. You know what, Stannis? You do you, sweetie. You do you.
I've always served thieves according to their deserts. As Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark, they're all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Oh my goodness, Stannis.
I owe you an apology, my king. My duty is to serve. You have chosen the new god over the old gods.
It's a religious issue.
Shall we drink together a cup of wine to honor the one true god?
Is someone gonna get poisoned? Is he gonna get poisoned? Oh, he just got poisoned. He just got poisoned. Oh, yep, poisoned. I must know more about her.
The night is dark and full of terrors, old man.
What if you're the terror, though? Jamie.
Have you grown fond of me, Stark? Is that it?
Is he just dirty and that's why? I swear to God, Tyrion and Jamie both had like kind of blonde hair where did the blonde hair go?
You don't trust the loyalty of the men following you into battle.
I trust them with my life, just not with yours.
Smart boy. What's wrong? Don't like being called boy?
Jamie,
Insulted.
you are not helping your case in any shape or form.
You've been defeated by a boy. You're held captive by a boy. Perhaps you'll be killed by a boy.
Are they gonna kill Jamie?
Stannis Baratheon sent ravens to all the High Lords of Westeros. The King Joffrey Baratheon is neither a true king nor a true Baratheon. He's your bastard son.
If that's true, Stannis is the rightful king. How convenient for him.
My father learned the truth.
You have proof?
I'm sending one of your cousins down to King's Landing with my peace terms.
You think my father's going to negotiate with you?
If he was smart, he would negotiate.
You don't know him very well.
Yeah, he's starting to know me.
3 victories don't make you a conqueror.
No, but they do make him a winner, though.
It's better than 3 defeats.
That city looks very CGI'd.
Twisted stings. Like dead bodies.
Bit corpsey, yes.
And shit.
I like her.
I love it.
We love the smell of dead bodies and shit.
My thought exactly, Tyrion. This sounds really creepy, but doesn't she look a little bit like an older Millie Bobby Brown? Think about it. Like her face, and maybe it's like the chin, but she looks like an older Millie Bobby Brown.
Can't trust anyone in King's Landing. They're all liars. Good liars, bad liars.
What about you?
I'm a slave to the truth.
You're the biggest little liar I have ever met.
Why do you think I am so little?
I'm being crushed beneath the weight of all that truth. Ned Stark actually slept on this, as if the poor man didn't suffer enough.
Honestly, I don't think Tyrion would be a horrible king.
Lord Baelish,
Your Grace.
I wonder if I might ask you for a favor.
Of course, Your Grace.
Ned Stark's youngest daughter, Arya. We can't seem to locate her.
If we choose to negotiate for the Starks, the girl has some value. Whoever finds her, well, you know what they say about Lannisters and debts.
Well...
The Mockingbird, you created your own sigil, didn't you?
Yes.
For a self-made man with so many songs to sing.
I'm glad you like it. Some people are fortunate enough to be born into the right family.
I heard a song once about a boy of modest means. Found his way into the home of a very prominent family. He loved the eldest daughter. She had eyes for another.
When boys and girls live in the same home, awkward situations can arise. Sometimes I've heard even brothers and sisters develop certain affections. Prominent families often forget a simple truth.
And which truth is that?
Knowledge is power.
Seize him. Cut his throat. Stop. Oh, wait. I've changed my mind. Let him go.
That is power. She gonna be like, that's power.
Step back 3 paces. Turn around. Close your eyes. Power is power.
Do see if you can take some time away from your coins and your whores to locate the Stark. I would very much appreciate it.
I don't even know how to feel about that scene. That's just kind of funny.
I offer your cousins peace if they meet my terms. First, your family must release my sisters. Second, my father's bones must be returned to us, and the remains of all those who died in his service must also be returned.
All seems reasonable.
Third,
Oh no, what's the third one gonna be?
Joffrey and the Queen Regent must renounce all claim to dominion of the North.
Oh no. Oh no. That's not gonna fly, is it? Oh. God damn it.
If he disregards this command, he shall suffer the same fate as my father.
This poor Lannister cousin.
These are my terms. If the Queen Regent and her son meet them, I'll give them peace. If not, I will litter the South with Lannister dead.
Now I understand what he... Like, I was kind of surprised that Robb was, like, even open to negotiations. And then I heard the first 2 and I'm like, they're told those will work. And then I got scared because he's like, third. And there was a pause and I'm like, oh shit. Oh no. That's why he was so open to a negotiation, because he Robb knows that the Lannisters are never going to accept that as like a treaty. Like, you know, this is gonna be a real fun season. I feel it.
Word, Your Grace. You don't have to call me Your Grace when no one's around.
It's not so bad once you get used to it. The Lannisters are going to reject your terms, you know.
Of course they are.
That's literally what I just said.
We won't beat them until you take King's Landing. We can't take King's Landing without ships. My father has ships and men who know how to sail.
Men who fought my father.
To free themselves from the yoke of the South. I'm his only living son. He'll listen to me. I know he will. I'm not a Stark, I know that.
You're Stark to Robb.
But your father raised me to be an honorable man.
I think that Greyjoy has the best of intentions here. He says his father will listen to him because he's the only son. I think his intentions are good, but I can't say the same about his father's. I mean, we haven't met his father, but like fishy, very fishy.
You don't want Balon Greyjoy for an ally.
I need his ships.
I don't trust Lord Greyjoy because he is not trustworthy. Your father had to go to war to end his rebellion.
And now I'm the one rebelling against the throne.
You want to leave Sansa in the Queen's hands? And Arya? I haven't heard a word about Arya. What are we fighting for if not for them?
It's more complicated than that, you know it is.
This sounds weird, but I actually think he's keeping a clear head when it comes to his sisters. I think Catelyn is thinking in terms of short-term goals, like she wants to get the girls and then go from there. But I think Robb's thinking a little bit smarter, which is long-term goals. They want the Lannisters out of their lives, and then hopefully that means that they can have the girls too. But he also knows that that's going to be like such a long battle to get to that point, but Catelyn sees that would be a long battle, and that's why she wants to, I think, get the girls now. But I just think it's really interesting to see their differing perspectives, especially because technically, like, it's not that he outranks her, but like, she's older than him, she's his mother. Like, there's this weird, like, not power struggle, but there's a sort of like interesting dynamic that he's like older and he's like king of the North now, and he's the one making the decisions. And I'm sure that she's probably used to making some decisions to some degree, maybe not with Ned in regards to politics, but she's used to being that kind of like the decision maker. Now he is. I can't explain it. I really like how they're showing how I think the power is kind of shifting, or the leadership is kind of shifting within the family, not the politics in the context of the kingdom, but within the family itself. It's shifting now that Ned's gone. Ned, Catelyn, Robb. Ned moved to the death to over there. That's where death is on my little diagram. Catelyn's here. Robb moved up, but that means she kind of lowers a little bit in terms of the family, or that's the way I see it, and that's what this conversation kind of tells me. I think that's all I have to say.
It's time for me to go home.
You'll ride south to the Stormlands. Because I need you to negotiate with Renly Baratheon. He's rallied an army of 100,000.
Oh, God. god, that's quite a bit.
Renly Baratheon since he was a boy. You have 100 other lords.
Which of these lords do I trust more than you? If Renly sides with us, we'll outnumber them 2-1. We'll get the girls back, and we'll all go home for good.
Despite the shifting dynamics, he still needs her, and he still trusts her, and oh, I'm just falling in love with Robb. Like, he's like Ned 2.0. I love him. I think he's a smarter version of Ned. Oh, they're hugging. Oh.
We will all be together again soon, I promise.
You've done so well. Your father would be.
He would be proud. I knew it. I knew you'd fucking say that. I knew it. I knew it. I so knew it. Who called it? Me.
We can't find Arya Stark.
It's like she's dead in a ditch somewhere.
Perhaps, but if not, we need her. They'll never give Jaime back to us for Sansa alone.
I think they might. They're weak. They put too much value on their women. I heard a disgusting lie about Uncle Jaime.
Oh, he heard it.
And you?
Oh, he heard the rumor. Mm.
No one believes this foul gossip.
Someone believes it. Father had other children.
What are you asking?
I'm asking if he fucked other women when he grew tired of you. How many bastards does he have running?
Oh, I did not expect that.
What you just did is punishable by death. You will never do it again.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again, Cersei. Do it again. God damn it.
That will be all, Mother.
I think that entire scene reinforces the idea that I have that, like, Cersei thinks that she can manipulate him and kind of, like, boss him around. She thinks that she can have that power, but he's so childish and petulant because I'll get to that in a second. He's so childish and petulant that he's just not gonna fuck with it, you know? And that's partly her fault. Like, if she had raised him... Or part of it could just be he has sociopathic tendencies. Possibly more than that. Instead of showing her love by raising him to be a compassionate, kind, capable person, I think she showed her love by spoiling him and hammering in this idea into his head that he's so important and when he's king he can do whatever he wants. And that's kind of her own fault that he's like this. Like, if she really wanted to have the power of a king, like an acting king regent thingy, I think she should have raised him in a completely different way. Again, it's kind of like nature versus nurture debate. Like, is Jeff a product of his environment, or is he a product of genetics? Like, because of, you know, incest, there's a possibility that just with his genetics he's just fucked up, you know. It's a possibility. But it's also possible that he could have turned out okay if he had had better parenting, possibly a little more love and nurturement, is that a word? Possibly a little love and nurturing from Robert, and then maybe a little less bad mothering from Cersei, you know. So that's just what I'm thinking. I've probably had that entire conversation with you guys already about nature and nurture and Jeff. Have I? It could have been in the episode that I named Cersei is such a great parent or something like that. It could have been in that episode, which is like episode 2 or 3. I could have had that conversation with you guys then, but I don't remember, so I thought I'd mention it again. But yeah, she kind of fucked that one up. If she wanted to control him and manipulate him, she should have raised him differently. Unless, of course, his genetics are just so fucked up, like nothing, it wouldn't have mattered how good her parenting was, he'd still turn out like this. But I don't know, I think that's all interesting. It's also really interesting to think about, like, what if she had been a better parent? What if Robert had been more present and less focused on himself? He was kind of selfish, very selfish, actually. I talked about that in regards to him and his friendship with Ned. I don't know, that's just kind of what I'm thinking about the whole Cersei Jeff thing. I really want Tyrion to be thrown into the mix with both of them, though. Like, that's what I'm really interested in seeing. Now that we've seen Cersei and Jeff in this episode, I want Tyrion to be thrown into both of them now in a scene together. Moving on.
No. Do you have any idea how ridiculous you sound? Ease into it. Slowly. Passion.
Littlefinger said that. That's Roz. Littlefinger said that to her. She's repeating Littlefinger's words.
Go wash yourselves. Put some clothes on. Both of you are working tonight.
I'm pretty sure he said those exact words too.
Littlefinger's a fancy man.
Don't call him Littlefinger. Doesn't like it. Lord Baelish.
He's slimeball to me.
She pretends she doesn't speak the common tongue so that people will think she's exotic.
She's beautiful.
She's a dumb slut, really, but good for every pot.
Roz, I love you. Oh wait, oh no. Oh, that child. Oh, that's one of, they're gonna kill, oh. And here I thought this episode was a little bit slower. I'm feeling it's gonna pick up real quick. They're gonna kill the child because it's a threat to the throne. Oh, they're gonna do it. Oh, are you actually gonna kill it?
Where is the bastard?
With Arya.
He's got a bull's head helmet! He made it himself!
Oh, it's gonna lead them to Arya though. Okay, real quickly before I forget. First of all, that was a little hard to watch. The babies and everyone else being murdered. In the Bible, I'm pretty sure there's this story. I think there was this king and he didn't want like Jesus to become king or whatever, so then he killed like every like little baby in his kingdom to like prevent, because he was hoping like he'd kill Jesus or whatever. If this moment was indeed in the Game of Thrones books and they put it in the show, right? The author of the Game of Thrones books, did he get inspiration for this situation from the Jesus Bible story, or did he get it from other times in history? I guess that's my question, is like, has this happened in other times in history? Or is like the most prominent example of this that comes to mind is the Jesus Bible thingy? Or am I just imagining the Jesus Bible thingy? You know? They're trying to kill all the dark-haired boys and children that Robert could have fathered. But now they're after Gendry, who's with Arya. So if they find Gendry, it's gonna lead them straight to Arya. But Arya's like pretty well disguised. Like no one else has recognized her. But I'm scared they might. Oh my god, this episode's almost over. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. What a cool shot though with the trees. Like that looks so cool. Wait, is that the end? Did I just pause like right close to the end of the show when, oh Jesus. Okay, well you guys, I'm not disappointed by this episode at all. Like, I just noticed that it was like a little bit slower than, you know, episode 9 and 10. I don't know, it felt like it went by really, really quick. And I guess it was 52 minutes instead of like 56 minutes, but I feel like that shouldn't make like a huge difference. But this episode just kind of flew by, and it felt like there were less scenes. Like, it felt like there were just less scenes overall. I don't know why, but I think there was a lot of important continuation from episode 10. Adds in a little elaboration on Stannis, the Stannis thing, because like I literally forgot that he was like a plot element. I forgot he was a thing. The red-haired and the red girl, she poisoned that one guy, and she seems very religious for the new gods, is it? So I'm scared about that. But I think the thing that surprised me the most out of this episode was Littlefinger being arrested. When he has those little like tennis moments with Varys, nothing of consequence has come from it so far, but he tried to have one of those tennis court moments with the queen, and she fucking arrested him. So I think that's really interesting to see how, I think it's not that maybe Littlefinger got like a big head, but I think he was a little too overconfident in that conversation with the queen when he should have minded his tongue. It seemed like he was talking to Varys. Varys isn't the queen, like she's not going to let him get away with that like Varys would, just in terms of like the dynamics of a conversation. That was the biggest surprise this episode. That and the queen slapping her son. I hope she does it again. Oh god, that would be beautiful. I'm sorry that I take so long getting these episodes out. I'm really going to try and make an effort to be a little bit quicker. July was just crazy, first of all, and then I took that like long ass break between episode 9 and 10 because of the Ned thing, and I had to like process and procrastinate, of course. But I really want to do these more often. School does start for me in a few weeks. It's my senior year of university, so like as much as I want to do these more often, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but I do want to let you guys know that like I wish I could do them more often. I enjoy sitting down and watching these with you guys, and I don't enjoy editing them, as you guys know, but it makes me so happy when you guys are happy when one of these comes out. Like it makes my day. So I just wanted to say thank you for watching these and experiencing this with me, and I'm excited to do season 2 with you guys. I had fun with this. I hope you did too, and until the next episode of whatever we're doing, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye guys! He's also so, what's it called? Bratty, no, he is so, there's a word when you, oh god damn it, I can't, fuck, what's the word? What's the fucking word I'm thinking of? What's the word? Not bratty, it's petulant. Petulant. I think petulant is the right word.